I've been called to do this video for specific persons. Wow, look at that. That's a cat. It's a black cat. This is crazy. Like, no coincidence in the freaking universe. It just jumped up the gate. Anyway, that's just cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck. Anyway, yeah. I've been called to do this video specifically for individuals who feel alone, right? I want you to know you're not alone. And I felt this feeling very much prevalent in my life. Like the feeling like no one understood and understands me, but I understand everything or everybody, but nobody wants to take the time to try to understand me and my complexity. And what I realize is you're not meant to be understood. And that's okay. You're meant to be self-sustaining. That's the secret, right? You're not supposed to be pouring or trying to reach for the validation externally. The validation is supposed to be a self-sustaining system from within your own knowing of deeper, higher forces. When you have a certain level of depth, it is nothing that something outside of you can say which is even going to ever remotely be enough. So this goes for my sensitive souls. You may resonate with being a Heyoka empath. You may resonate with being an indigo. You may resonate with being the starseed. You may resonate with, the pinnacle of the pinnacle. Like, think of the 1% of the 1% of the spiritualists. And I put it in quotes because I feel like a lot of things is deeper and more complex than just being spiritual. A lot of things is just like is unexplainable. It's the mission that is nothing that could be put into words, right? But what I found and what I figure out in my own solitude is that mission is literally to be an anchor. You heal the world by healing yourself. And you may go through times of like intense emotions, like confusion, not understanding everything, or like why you feel so deeply sometimes. Like I feel so fucking deeply. And sometimes it's annoying, like to feel so much, to care so much, to good, bad, or indifferent feelings. What I've learned is detachment. And also I don't have to give every emotion and thought a reaction or a response. And I had to practice so many different philosophies in order to be who I am. I had to practice freaking stoicism, learn Machiavellian mindsets. I'm talking about I had to learn the very blueprint and systems, the blueprint of how this whole world works, the systems, how it's tied to chaos magic. I'm talking to a chaos magician. You may be doing chaos magic without knowing what that even is. Chaos magic in layman's terms is just belief and knowing so much and using sigils and symbols to reinforce these beliefs to manifest a certain reality for yourself or those around you, or for a specific agenda or purpose. And that goes to show a deeper level of knowing and belief within oneself. This is deeper than signs and zodiacs. This is deeper than a lot of that. Now it can have the energy of truth. When I think of the planet, I think of truth. I think of Mercury, or just like think about Mercury retrograde. Everybody's like fearful of Mercury retrograde. Like it's almost infamous. It's notorious. Like Mercury retrograde, Mercury. So if you're a mercurial sign, or you have Mercury, like a lot of Mercury in your chart, it's like mostly for you. But this is deeper than any specific zodiac sign. But this is like, think of like, I'm feeling like the energy of insanity, but not the bad insanity. I'm talking about the insanity that gets shit done. You know, like how people used to call certain people crazy, and then that same person wind up doing like really, really deep, wild, like life-changing, earth-shattering shit in the best way for society. Like, think of like Nikola Tesla, think of like Albert Einstein, think of like very, very neurodivergent people who were like geniuses. Think of like someone who's autistic or have these certain issues, have diagnoses and all this, whatever, who are secretly geniuses, but the society or systems around don't want to admit that you're a genius. We don't want to admit it because it will show the flaws and the holes in it. But also, it also teaches you that you could be self-sustaining, that you don't need to hear it. You have to know it here. Not even here. Feel it in your heart. Your heart is his own brain. Your heart is his own mind. Your heart sometimes thinks differently than your mind. When your mind and your heart is aligned, you've reached Pentacle. I'm hearing Pentacle, King of Pentacles, Tarot. It's all connected. Queen of Pentacle, the tippity top. Pentacle meaning tippity top, but also Pentacle can mean money, finances, abundance. Now, money, finances, cool, right? But that's not even enough for me. Money's cool. Money's a beautiful tool that can be used to make life more comfortable, but it's not the end goal. The end goal for me personally is healing. The end goal for me is completion. The end goal for me is doing something earth-shattering. Like, I'm talking about like fucking like unbelievable. Like, damn, he really did that. She really did that. They really did that. Like, that's the energy I'm feeling. Like, somebody who's willing to do that. Who's willing to say, fuck the noise, fuck the world, fuck what anybody's talking about. This is what my heart is saying. This is what my mind is saying. And I'm align both my mind and heart in order to manifest this reality for myself. So going back to the original topic of feeling alone, I've learned to, if you feel alone or lonely, sometimes it's because you may not be in good company. Meaning, if you're by yourself and you don't feel good being by yourself, maybe you're not as good of a person as you think. And I'm not here to toot nobody's horn. I'm here to say what needs to be said. Now, it's okay to feel bad, or it's okay to feel sad, or like wish and want, but it's like, what's the purpose? That's in my perspective. This is my perspective. Now, you don't have to take it, but I will hope if you're listening, you resonate, right? You don't have to care so much. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I'm learning for myself, but I'm having this energy of losing my train of thought. Sometimes that does happen when you're about to say something real big and important, and certain energies and entities feel that, and they're like, damn, I don't want you to say it. I was talking about doing something earth-shattering. I was talking about the original topic of feeling alone, right? Being okay with being in your own company. It's okay to be alone, because it's rather to be alone and then to be around people who drain your energy, who distract you, who point you away from your mission. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. Like, it's better to be alone in your solitude, where you could work on yourself, where you could deal with your own shadow. I'm hearing shadow work. I'm hearing work on yourself. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Accountability. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting the truth. That's what I'm hearing. Stop fighting the truth. Stop fighting reality. I'm seeing so many birds. Two birds. They just came right here down. They just landed on a gates. I think that's cool. They just standing right here looking at me. But yeah. I'm hearing animals love you. You may be into animism. You may be in someone who sees God in everything. Like everything. Nature, people, even the perceived negativity. You see God in all of it. And that's the pentacle. When you reach the pentacle, the tippity top of the pyramid, the tippity top of the pyramid, you see and realize things so differently. The way you perceive reality is completely altered, compared to the average mind. And average, when I hear average, I think of mediocrity. Like, to me, I don't want to be average. I don't want to be normal, because that just seems like a cage. Personally, maybe you think the same way. You like, okay, yeah, you resonate with what I'm saying. You hearing what I'm saying. Like, man, you spitting right now is resonating with something I'm saying. I know is hitting in your heart and mind. That's why you still here. Because I'm gonna speak the truth. And you crave truth. So that's why you're here. It's why you watch all these videos trying to learn. You watch mad videos all it is to learn more about yourself. You're in this journey of learning. Initiation, flame. You learn about fucking everything. Alchemy, processes, all the alchemical. I'm talking about all of it. I'm talking about genius. This is the intention of who I manifest to this video to see and hear and feel. Everything you want is going to come. It's already there. Stop worrying. That's what I'm hearing. Stop worrying. You're worrying. You can worry. You can feel a feeling, but don't allow it to affect you. Or don't. When you know the greatest truth, a perceived stumble isn't going to. Don't cry over spilled milk. That's what I'm hearing. Like, it's okay, bro. Like, it's not that serious. As long as you got everything you need, you have all the tools around you. I'm hearing that too. You got tools around you to make yourself successful. Be willing. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy-minded. And don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to take the extra initiative if you really want to manifest that reality. The universe is testing you, right? It's testing to see if you going to see. It's testing to see if you're going to see what it is and what is not. If you're going to choose to see the resources the infinite resources that are around you. You have infinite resources around you. You have fucking everything at the tip of the top of your hand. It's there. You have to just be open to receive. And be okay and rest in your knowing. I'm being called to close this transmission. I love you. Peace.